the sublime scenery of the Arctic regions. In spite of its length and extreme severity, I do like the Canadian winter. It is decidedly the healthiest season of the year, and it is no small enjoyment to be exempted from the torments of the insect tribes, that are certainly great drawbacks to your comfort in the warmer months. We have just received your last packet. 1,000 thanks for the contents. We are all delighted with your useful presents, especially the warm shawls and merinos. My little James looks extremely well in his new frock and cloak. They will keep him very warm this cold weather. He kissed the pretty fur-lined slippers you sent me, and said, "Pussy, pussy." By the way, we have a fine cat called Nora Crena, the parting gift of our friend , who left her as a keepsake for my boy. Jamie dotes upon her, and I do assure you I regard her almost as a second Whittington's cat. Neither mouse nor chipmunk has dared intrude within our log walls since she made her appearance. The very crickets that used to distract us with their chirping from morning till night have forsaken their old haunts. Besides the crickets, which often swarm so as to become intolerable nuisance, destroying our clothes and woollens, we are pestered by large black ants, that gallop about, eating up sugar preserves, cakes, anything nice they can gain access to. These insects are 3 times the size of the black ants of Britain, and have a most voracious appetite. When they find no better prey they kill each other, and that with the fierceness and subtlety of the spider. They appear less sociable in their habits than other ants, though from the numbers that invade your dwellings, I should think they formed a community like the rest of their species. The first year's residence in a new log house you are disturbed by a continual creaking sound, which grates upon the ears exceedingly, till you become accustomed to it. This is produced by an insect commonly called a sawyer. This is the larvae of some fly that deposits its eggs in the bark of the pine trees. The animal in its immature state is of a whitish colour, the body composed of 11 rings, the head armed with a pair of short hard pincers. The skin of this creature is so rough that on passing your finger over it, it reminds you of a rasp, yet to the eye it is perfectly smooth. You would be surprised at the heap of fine sawdust that is to be seen below the hole they have been working in all night. These sawyers form a fine feast for the woodpeckers, and jointly they assist in promoting the rapid decomposition of the gigantic forest trees, that would otherwise encumber the earth from age to age. How infinite is that wisdom that rules the natural world! How often do we see great events brought about by seeming insignificant agents! Yet are they all servants of the Most High, working his will and fulfilling his behests. One great want which has been sensibly felt in this distant settlement, I mean the want of public worship on the Sabbath day, promises to be speedily remedied. A subscription is about to be opened among the settlers of this and part of the adjacent township for the erection of a small building, which may answer the purpose of church and schoolhouse; also for the means of paying a minister for stated seasons of attendance. Has allowed his parlour to be used as a temporary church, and service has been several times performed by a highly respectable young Scotch clergyman; and I can assure you we have a considerable congregation, considering how scattered the inhabitants are, and that the emigrants consist of Catholics and Dissenters, as well as Episcopalians. These distinctions, however, are not carried to such lengths in this country as at home, especially where the want of religious observances has been sensibly felt. The word of God appears to be listened to with gladness. May a blessing attend those that in spirit and truth would restore again to us the public duties of the Sabbath, which, left to our own guidance, we are but too much inclined to neglect. Farewell. End of Letter 17.